And there we go.
And we're off.
Given the green light. Bob's going to Woodman. We got Guda doing some refreshing here. We saw it quick. We see a medal. He's probably scouting a bit. But you have to realize every reset costs you like 6 seconds. And there's a flashman, and I think he's settled.
Yeah, well, Woodman pounding on his chest like he's Donkey Kong, you know? Meanwhile, Guda is in, Flashman stage.
Looks like he tested the wall weakness there with Buster, so that will not be used on Crash Walls later. As Bob is making through Woodman stage, about to take on the hot dogs.
Yeah.
That for the record, Kyle, that was at least 2 resets. He saw a medal and a quick before landing on a flash.
Yep.
Bob is going to take his time with these hot dogs. Hot dogs with the Buster generally require 10 shots.
Yeah.
And you can kind of time them out as you're jumping and shooting here. Like right now, he could probably deboost and go up and mash away at the hot dog. But either way, Bob takes down the hot dogs as Guda is quickly approaching the Flashman door here. Let's see who our first boss of the seat is. And, well, you know, it's Flashman.
Wow, just like in the vanilla game.
And tin can's hurt, as Bobdedbuilder had no choice but to walk into that tin can and take the death. If you're going to take damage to the tin can, do it when you shoot it in its segments. Don't take the full body damage. But Bob had no choice, because that tin can was not going to move. Alright, so here we go. Ooh, tin cans are busting on in.
Trouble.
Oof, Guda taking a death.
Guda takes a death there. Flashman's being kind of speedy today in this run.
Yep. So he's a high jumper, that's for sure. Generally, if you're gonna get hit by like Flashman, get hit by his shots. Don't get hit by the body. That's how you do a lot of your mashing damage to it. There we go. And Bob taking another death there, sadly, and says, "You know what? I'm good with this. I'm gonna move on." So he's moving on from Woodman and choosing a different stage now, and he's going to go to Metal. And we get item 2 out of Flashman stage.
Alright, now Guda is on Quickman stage.
Yes, I imagine Guda, having the knowledge of the 2 stages he saw beforehand, is going to end up doing both Quick and Metal next, as pretty much the general idea for our tournament, which is a zipless tournament, by the way. We won't see our runners do zips in this tournament. Is to do pretty much the easier stages generally, which is Metal, Flash, and Quick. Get them out of the way and hopefully find some good items.
I will say, Quickman stage is probably the toughest stage in, like, all of Mega Man 2. That and probably Heatman stage.
I guess for experienced runners, Quickman stage is just a stage to get through quickly. Heatman is more about enemy placement, because either the first or the second segments of Heatman stage can be a real nuisance if the right enemy sits there. Along if you don't have item 2 and you have to do Yokus regularly.
Yeah.
Fortunately for Guda, when he gets to Heatman stage, he doesn't have to worry about that too much, as he got item 2 from Woodman stage, or
right away.
Flashman.
Oh, Quickman is going to be a problem, especially with these moving platforms for Bob the Builder.
He's fine. He's got an E-Tank.
Yeah.
And looks like we found an ultimate weakness. What is that?
Yeah.
Looks like Guda found Lucio to be a great weakness for that Heatman, so we'll use that knowledge later. Let's see who goes on to. Yep. And he does exactly what I thought he was going to do and go to Metal Man, since he already had that knowledge.
Alright.
Alright, so Bob has one Robot Master down, and Guda has two. Sadly, Bob will have to go back to Woodman stage later, as sadly the enemy set up top of the treehouse wasn't exactly pleasant, with Buster Immune tin cans.
Yeah.
Alright, and we got monkeys in the falling section of Flashman stage, and then some of these gear enemies in the last section of Metal Man stage. Not even gonna bother with the springers.
Yeah.
Gotta get that item too higher if you're gonna jump over the tauntauns. If you're gonna do that trick.
Oh, the little birds. Oh my gosh. That knocked Bob off the stage and just and unfortunately misses the E-Tank.
Yeah. Well, the E-Tank's more of a suggestion. You'll see some of our runners you'll see some of our runners not even bother to go for it and just go for the ball store.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes you just gotta go for those safety strats. But sometimes the enemy set will have a different idea for you. As Bob gets bodied by Flashman, and Guda is in a DPS race with Quickman and takes him down. So that's 3 for Guda.
Yep. Alright, now Guda is moving on to...
And here's Crashman. Alright, so... let's see what our enemy set. Okay, so it's a rather tame Crashman set, but you can use that item too as a platform to help him quickly get through the elevator section here when he comes up to it. So one thing we do know about the Randomizer is for Crashman stage, the enemy set that we see on the first screen tends to be the enemy set in the elevator section. So we saw the little Hermit Crab enemies, so that's probably what we're going to see as we go through the elevator section here, or nothing at all. It's going to be one of those two things.
Yep.
Flashman giving Bob the business, as you could say.
Yeah.
Yep. His iframes landed right inside Flashman's body.
Oh boy. As Bob takes a game over.
Surprised he went back to Flashman when he could have just selected continue, but either way, gotta give it Flashman stage another shot.
I think he hit stage select and then he hit he hit Flashman stage.
So Bob clearly does not want to be here right now, and is unfortunately gonna get himself killed and find a new stage. Because he already took down one Robot Master, he doesn't want to do it again.
Yeah. Actually, he might have misclicked on Flashman though.
He probably forgot which one was Flashman.
Yeah, that's what it was, yep.
Alright, so Guda is quickly approaching the Crashman ball store.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few nuisance fat fangs in the way. And we'll find out who our Crashman boss. And we got Air, and he's going to be a bro for us today. Down goes Air.
Yep. Although he is super weak to the Buster shot.
And we find ourselves item 1 from Crashman stage.
Yep. Alright, so Bob is on Quickman stage.
Alright.
Meanwhile, while Guda is on Bubbleman stage.
Now, much like how Crashman stage is, we can get sniped by the Shotman there. We can have an idea what our enemy set's going to be in the last section of the stage by what the enemies are going to be on the first section here. So we got Shotman and Joe's here in the first section, so we're probably going to see them again when we get to the last section of Bubbleman stage here. Also, shoutouts to Megaman 6 and Blaze Heat Nix. Alright, so Guda is enjoying this low-cost, full-charge atomic heat, and I don't blame him.
Oh, Bob got the extra life, but took the got hit by the laser while in the process of that.
Yeah, that's what we call the Prodigy Special.
Yep.
And we call it the Prodigy Special because when Prodigy, our winner of the 2018 tournament, did it, in the championship match, he actually, did that.
Yep.
Well, at least there was going to be one enemy that said that, no, I'm not going to take this atomic heat.
Yep.
Alright, so we got both our runners approaching their respective boss doors here. We know Heatman is behind the quick door here. We'll see who's behind the bubble door here for Guda in a moment. And it's Metalman. Now,
Yep.
Now, I don't know if we'll see it. I don't think we're going to see it from Guda, but one thing you can do in Bubbleman stage with Metalman is you can get into a loop where he constantly just jumps into the ceiling and then have him move back and forth without firing. He's kind of doing it right now, and he's trying to get those atomic shots in, and he did. So down goes Metal for Guda.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to move on to Heatman stage. So this shouldn't be too much of an issue for Guda, as he's got item 1 and 2.
Meanwhile, while Bob just beats Heatman though, and doesn't get a bonus item, but and then now is moving on to Airman stage.
Well, by default right now, we know where our item 3 could be. It's either going to be here in Airman stage, or it's going to be in Heatman stage here. But having items 1 and 2 for Heatman is pretty good. More specifically, item 2, but having item 1 is also a bonus. Ooh, and fortunately for Guda, the birds not drag him into the pit there.
Oh, man, I gotta love those birds though. I mean, those tiny birds. Oh my gosh.
And we got Fat Fiends in the second section here of
oh gosh,
stage, so
they're the worst in Airman stage.
Just good. And it looks like he found a decent item 1 to help with those, so it's not going to be too much of an issue.
Oh wait, I meant like in He-Man stage, but they're still pretty bad in He-Man stage. That is.
Yes, sadly, he was just off screen just enough where the Fat Fiend had to respawn, and he's going to use Time Stopper to get over the gap here. Now he's just got to.
Oh, there's like about how many? 3 of them? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just in that one spot. Yep. And we also accidentally find our crash wall weakness with Air Shooter here for Guda, so that would be good knowledge later.
Yeah. Oh, Guda, I think, probably knew that the Fat Fan was there, and so he didn't want to. He just wanted to make sure that it was there, and he was right about that.
Yeah, it's
Using
more
the
about
item one.
Alright, Bob is approaching the airman door as it is, trying to get some health or revenge on the tin cans, trying to find something to one-shot the tin can.
Alright.
He's gonna find a Boobly Man in Airman's room.
Yep.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think our remaining robot master that we have yet to see is Crash, whose Gouda is about to approach here.
Yep.
And Bob gets item 3 out of Airman stage, so that's the last of our items we've been looking for.
Yep.
And we got a vanilla weakness for this Crash Man too.
Yep. And that's just like in the original game. It's the air weapon, and with no problem, he just with a little bit of low health though, Gouda takes out Crash Man, and now it's down to 2 robots. All right, Gouda is now on to Airman stage.
Yep. And didn't know that Atomic Heat did not work on the tin can there. Meanwhile, Bob, pretty much our runners right now are swapping places. Bob is now in Heatman stage, and Gouda is going through Airman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gouda's really enjoying that Atomic Heat this seed. I'm curious as to what he'll do next seed if that Atomic Heat's not a full charge. Roasted rabbit. Just how Mama used to make it.
Yeah. Alright, Bob is using a lot of pause buffers and uses the air shooter to take out these fat fans.
We just gotta be careful here. I believe there's a tin can at the door here.
Oh boy.
Don't think about it. Just go ahead and take the E-tank. I know you want to keep it. Just do it. Greed, man. Greed's a real thing. Now he's gonna do that entire section again.
Alright, Bob's testing the Yoku blocks. He's gonna take a chance by testing the Yoku blocks.
Yeah, Bob's a veteran runner, quote unquote. So this should prove no problem for him as he made his way through the Yokus.
Yep.
I mean, the surprising thing there about Gouda is he was looking at those E-tanks like, should I take one or not? But he also has a convenient item 1 that he could have used to jump over this tin can. And he sadly made the poor choice of not doing either of those.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Bob and Gouda are going to... Gouda's going to face Bubble Man, while Bob is facing Crash Man, and Bob is taking a sacrifice to get a fresh amount of health, though, rather than... since he has no E-tanks.
Gouda, meanwhile, is fishing for a weakness against Bubble Man, and sometimes you can get a flash weakness, but not today. And meanwhile, Bob has taken down Crash Man.
Yep.
In Heatman's room. And and then proceeds to move on to said Crashman. But he's got item 3, but he's going to have to take the long ride on the elevators here to get through the stage. Meanwhile, Gouda is on their last stage as it is with Woodman.
Yep.
As we go through the springtime forest of Woodman stage.
Yep. Now, sometimes in these elevators, though, there can be enemies there, like these little frogs, though. Sometimes there's not, though. Here you see like these shell enemies.
Yeah, but we've had this knowledge when Gouda went through, and we talked about how generally we know what our enemy set is going to be in the elevator section by the first screen on Crashman stage. So Bob was fully aware that he was going to run into those hermit crabs there and not deal with anything major. Next seed could be something completely different. Gouda sadly doing the same thing as Bob did earlier and having to take a death on the tin cans. As well, this is as far as Bob got in the treehouse.
Yep.
Actually, I don't think. Wow. Somehow, now that I think about it, I deviated that Crashman was going to be a Heatman stage because Bob never made it to the end of this stage. Clearly, I'm a witch.
Yeah.
Gouda taking his time, opting to say, "All right, I'm going to shoot one boomerang at a time to get past these tin cans." I don't blame him.
Yeah, and he gets a good amount of RNG to get to fill up his health, though, too.
Oof. Drop top, dropping a small energy there that Gouda wish he could have gotten.
Yeah.
Atomic heats don't work on Chanky Makers. Don't bother.
Oh, he's down to 1 health.
He wanted to use item 2 there, but that bird rejected him. Fortunately, there's a lot of birds that gets dropped out of eggs. So,
a huge sigh of relief.
Gets a nice refill there just before the boss door.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Bob is taking down Airman, who is complete bro in this seed, it looks like. And there's Woodman himself.
Yep. Just like in the vanilla game.
Who is very buster susceptible to shoot inside Leaf Shield, and down goes Woodman. And we at 23-25 are going to be moving on to Wily stages.
Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen of Speed Gaming 2, in the Mega Man 2 randomized community, we like to play a certain game. That certain game is Guess the Color of the Dragon, and for bonus points, find a weakness. So, Coops, I offer it to you first.
Okay, so shoutouts to Yu-Gi-Oh! For Seto Kaiba's. If you know the best monster of Seto Kaiba's deck, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, I'm gonna call it blue and white though, and he's weak to Quick Boomerang. That's just my guess. What's your guess?
Alright, well, I'm going to go with my usual guess of a Grimace Purple Dragon weak to Crash.
Okay.
Gotta put that item 2 higher because of enemy sets, but hey, you know what? It works. Still stayed on the item 2, and we're past that section. Gets a nice energy drop for his item 2 there.
Yep.
Alright, unfortunately, he's got his full item 2 filled up. Doesn't have to worry about that at the beginning of Wily 2, but we still got to get through Wily 1 first.
Yep.
You know, Bob is on Bubble Man stage.
Did you forgot to mention how the best eyebrows in the game was Dr. Wily?
Oh no, I didn't forget. I just choose not to say it. I leave that to someone else.
Oh well, it's technically true. Wily does have the best eyebrows in the game.
Looks like Guda's going to start on Quick Boomerang for this dragon here, as we will find out what color it is.
Alright. Survey says it's going to be
Certainly white. We got
I was close.
pink belly and burgundy joints.
Pink and white dragon, okay.
And we found Leaf Shield. Looks like it might be an inverted Leaf Shield. Nope,
Yep.
it's it. Alright, so down goes the dragon for Gouda as he moves on to Wily 2 here. Gonna refill that Leaf Shield as it definitely costs a lot. Looks like we got the Joe Army in the first section here of Wily 2.
Wow.
Yep, the mechs do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
Alright, so Gouda already knows the wall weakness. Let's see if he stops to pick up the E-Tank here. Yep, he's gonna stop to get the E-Tank here. He already knows the... You already know the wall weakness. Why are you fishing? He should have known what the wall weakness is. He knew about it since Heatman stage. But we all saw it. That's all I'm gonna say. And he will be grilled about it later. As far as remembering robot weaknesses, just use Buster. That's all he needs to do.
Yeah.
And he's gonna wait a bit for that last mole to get out of the way before he plants this item 3. Semi-vanilla, but sadly the moles in this game don't stop where they in their vanilla spot, and we got chain drop.
Yep.
Fortunately, this is a nice farming spot, but we'd like to move on and face Pico right now, please.
Yep.
Alright, so we're going to take on Pico here. Going to start on that charged heat. 2 shots with the charged heat. That is not a good weapon for this, as you're going to run out of heat.
Yep.
Yep, you better take that E-Tank, because now you got to go fishing more. As he finds Air Shooter as a secondary weakness. It actually might be the primary weakness for this fight, as opposed to that heat.
Yep.
One more. There we go. Down goes Pico for Gouda.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Bob takes a death against the Chanky Maker in Woodman stage. Still has to get through Woodman stage along with Flashman stage.
Yep.
What are you doing, Gouda? You already know what the wall weaknesses are. Look, it may sound like I'm criticizing him, but I'm just saying what everyone else in chat is saying. But I'm saying it loudly with a hot mic.
I don't know what to say, but I really feel like I really shouldn't criticize him either, though, because I don't want to show bias or anything, you know? That's just my personal take.
Alright, so Guda is making their way through the pink lemonade sewers of Wily 3 here, coming up to the guts tank as it is.
Yep. The giant guts tank, yep.
Clearly Guda has fallen in love with this atomic heat and thinks it should be the weakness of everything. He just keeps going back to it.
Yeah.
But he is starting on crash bombs here. Nope, he's on Buster. I thought he was on page 2. Oh, but just enough.
No, it doesn't work. He's using heat though, and that easily takes out the guts tank.
Alright, time to refill heat once again. Sadly, Bob, low on health. I don't know what his health... Bob taking another game over in the Woodman stage.
Oh boy.
So good as good. So one interesting thing about Wily 4 here is those false floors are randomized, so you can't really tell where the false floor is, so you can either, take your chances or skirt around it like Guda is with the item 2. Some players will jump in between the cracks, so then they don't have to worry about it. Others will use item 1, but, it's up to player discretion. You also can use Bubble Light to find out where the false floor is, and then just jump over that spot.
Yeah. That's for sure. Alright, this is called the anxiety room, where, oh my gosh, it's like, when it comes to some enemies, though, it can be a real, they can be really bad in these anxiety rooms. That's why they're called anxiety rooms.
See, that those tellies aren't a real give. Let's see what
No, they were just like in the vanilla game, I would imagine.
We just have to see what... Yeah, okay. So, ends up just being a shot man in the second part. So, we're gonna make our way through here.
That's not too bad. It could have been worse.
Gonna pause buffer to victory. And we're pretty much through.
Alright.
Well, I'm gonna pick up the E-Tank on Flashman stage.
Yep. I think I might have missed it, though. Did Bob actually take out Woodman, though?
According to the tracker, he did, but as I recall, he game overed.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
But he finally gets his item, too. Yep, he did not. So,
yeah,
tracker.
that's what I've heard.
And we got... Oh no, Guda's gonna have to take a death.
Oh no, indeed.
He's out of
at
leaf.
0 out of leaf, yeah. Oh man, where's the weapons tank when you need them, though?
Not in this game.
No, that's for sure. Oh, that's unfortunate. So I guess Guda is gonna do a lot of farming though to get the leaf shield back.
See, if I was in Guda's shoes, I think there was a toothpaste dispenser on the last hallway. That's where I would do my grind.
Yeah.
Or, nope, he's gonna go for the game. I thought he was about to go for the game over. Go jump at the false floor and just say, yep, here we go, full refill. But it looks like he's gonna do it the long way. Mind you, these floors are still false. but I guess it's just close enough.
As he gets a refill on his leaf shield.
You need a little more. He's got to take out 5, and that's not enough to take out all 5.
Yeah, he needs like almost all on the leaf shield.
Oh, that should be enough right there for his leaf shield. But do take one more just for safety.
I would. That's just me, you know. I think he's just he thinks he's good though, so Guda is gonna try this fight again.
He's got to get through the anxiety rooms one more time, and he misses his jump. Gonna try it again.
Man.
Bobdedbuilder nearing the end of Woodman stage one more time. Gonna give it another go.
Alright, Guda damage boost into the spikes and is now moving into the anxiety room 3 with item 1.
Yeah, he's gonna have to take the long way around. He's gonna wait for the coaster here before he can make it through.
Yeah, but thankfully though, the enemies in this room are not too bad though, so he's just fine.
It's not that that's not too bad. It's just that it's 1, and he's in the safest spot.
Yeah.
If that shot man was up top in the top left, that would be a problem.
Alright, Bob finally takes care of Woodman though, and he's moving on to Wily 1.
Alright, so we're gonna make it through the Pico hallway one more time. Mind you, make sure that the chain that drops is completely gone, because the hitbox stays there a little longer than it should.
Yep.
Alright. I think he just realized my leaf's a little low. I might need a refill. And I was right. There was a toothpaste dispenser. Oh well. Gonna destroy the initial walls on the ground first. There we go.
Oh, I hit the wall.
There we go. That's fine. There we go. Booming's down for Guda. Moving on to Wily 4. Or 5, I'm sorry, I lost track. So in Wily 5, we're going to have one set of music that's going to last through the entire stage. in gate stages, music from X6. And pretty much every boss fight here is the music will continue through. You won't get actual boss music until you go up against the machine. But this music will continue throughout the stage, outside of a glitch that could potentially happen.
Yeah. Alright, Guda takes care of Heatman in the Reef fights. And now he's on to Bubble Man. Alright, now he takes down Bubble Man and is into Quick Man stage. Trying to find the weakness to Quick Man, and it's the crash bombs. Gets him in, and Bob is facing the dragon meanwhile, as Guda is taking on the reef fight of Flashman.
I did get my crash weakness.
Uh-oh. Oh, he barely survived that. Guda barely survived that. Oh my gosh. Alright, now Gouda is in the refight against Airman. Easily takes him out. Moving on to the refight against Crashman. Trying to find the weakness to Crashman. Is in a little bit of trouble though, as his body is in the way for Crashman, and uses an E-tank. All right. So now Gouda is taking on Woodman.
I think you're behind right now, Coops. You might want to refresh because he's on Metal Man as it is.
Yeah.
But down goes Metal Man, and he's moving on to the machine as it is. Let's see if it's Buster Week.
Good idea. Yeah, someone in chat pointed out to me, so yeah. I'll just refresh the stream. Alright, Gouda is on to Wily 1.
And we do have a Buster Week machine here, so that's
good.
Doing the smart thing, just in case, refill on that leaf shield, in case the alien's weak to it. But we're going to take down the machine here, and we're going to move on to the Victory Road.
Yep. Alright, meanwhile, Bob is farming for some energy, though. Gets a good amount of energy in Wily 2, I believe. Yeah.
Bob's gonna find gonna have to find another weakness for this Pico, as it's gonna come down to being a little short on the air shooter here.
Yep.
We do know heat works. Pico has 3 weaknesses, so he may have to fish for that last weakness.
Yeah.
And Bob does find the heat. Fortunately, he has 3 E-tanks and does take one. And we got a Buster Week alien.
Oh, that's the best thing you could want for, you know.
Bob misses his last atomic heat shot. He's got to get one more hit in. There we go. Down goes Pico for Bob. Gouda taking down the alien. That takes game 1 of this 3-game set as Bob moves on to Wily 3 here.
3, yeah. Alright, GG's in the chat, everyone, to Gouda.
Alright, and Bob's now making his way through the Wily 3 sewers of pink lemonade. Or would this be would this be watermelon?
I don't know, but would you want to drink that pink lemonade? I mean, it looks tasty, though.
So, we're going to take on the tank here. Buster, we know he has no heat. We do know that heat was a weakness. For not bubble, not quick. How about metal? Nope. Crash? Nope. Looks like leaf is our other weakness.
Yeah.
Alright,
oh, got him. Alright. Now Bob is moving on to Wily 4.
Alright. Bob not getting any of the refills he probably should, because he's going to need that leaf shield to take down the boo beams, and he's going to find out real quick when he gets there.
Yep.
Sadly, he doesn't know that because he is running, but we as commentary and viewers know that. But
yeah,
we can only sit here and cringe like, no, pick it up, pick it up.
Yeah. I don't know if they can hear us or not, though.
It better not be.
Eh.
Wait for the coaster here to make the jump to the wall. A nice clean go.
Yep.
Alright, into part 3 on the anxiety rooms. He's going to give it a go to try and get this item 2. Nope, I think he's just going to hold on to it for part 4 of the anxiety rooms here.
Yeah.
Or take a liar at me, like everyone else does.
Yep. Looks like a smart choice, though, you know.
Alright, so we can take on... Alright, so Bob has switched to... Well, it looks like he might have enough leaf. Bob knows the wall weakness is air shooter, so he's already switched to that.
Actually,
But,
I think he had the enough leaf the entire time, though, like, even onto Wily 4.
Bob, you want to be careful there. He's trying to get some energy for that air shooter because he knows what the wall weaknesses are.
Yep.
Switch to metal as he's looking for the god weakness. As he's going to look for the god weaknesses first, which would be metal or wood.
Yep.
And he does find wood, so he's not going to destroy any walls. He's going to pull. Looked like he was going to try and pulse buffer through the shots here, but looks like he has enough. And down goes boo beams for Bob.
Alright, nicely done for Bob. As he moves on to Wily 5, though, and gets ready to do the refights.
Alright, and clockwise gang in full effect here.
Unlike the one we saw with Gouda, though, he did it counterclockwise.
Yep, Gouda is a heathen after all.
Yep.
Alright, Metalman down on the Woodman.
Yep. Alright, Crashman down. Moving on to Airman. And now he's on to Flashman. Alright, gets him down. And now Bob is on Quickman.
Nice use of the crash bomb there, using the explosion.
Yep. Alright, nice use of the metal weapons. Last but not least is Heatman. Alright, with all the refights done, now Bob is on to Wily 1. Alright, getting 1 tank refill, maybe 2. No, just 1. Okay, 2, never mind. I can't keep track. Alright, he's in a little bit of trouble.
He's definitely going to be using those for the machine here.
He's in a little bit of trouble here, but uses the E-Tank. Should be no problem now. And now Bob is on to Victory Road.
Alright, so let's see what Bob looks like he's not going to switch to any of the weapons, just going to go in with the Buster, and he'll be very happy when he sees that the alien is weak to the Buster.
Yeah.
Oh, did he just switch? Did he just switch to air? Looks like he just switched to air.
I don't know why.
Oh, you know, gotta go hunting for weaknesses, but I thought he was just going to start on the Buster.
Yeah. Tries Heatman, doesn't work.
I guess we're going to last location this Buster.
Oh, he's thinking it's the bubble weapon. I don't think that quite works. Quick boomerangs? No.
Alright, finally finding the Buster, and down goes the alien. GG's to Bob, coming in second place with official time of 53:35. With this, we're going to quickly get set up for game 2 between these two runners. Guda winning the first of this set, this Group B matchup. So, for those in chat who enjoy what you're seeing here today, feel free to join the Discord, the Mega Man 2 Randomizer Discord, and give this thing a shot. The community itself is always fun and engaging and welcoming to new runners, as we'll show you what to do. We'll share tips and whatnot. If you are enjoying what you're seeing right now as well, later on today, we actually have a triple header going on today. As later on at 6 p.m. we got the Alan Heffy versus 2% Chungus. And at 10p, we got a Mega Kyle 83 and a Rakvet. So check both of those out. They're actually both, according to the schedule, going to be here on Speed Gaming 2. So go grab a bite and come back for those two matches after our set here between guda632 and Bobdedbuilder finishes.
Yep.
Alright, so give us one moment here as we get everything together. Alright, give our runners a moment as they are trying to grab a bit of water, take care of a few things in real life. As we here get set up and get ready for the second race in this best of 3 between guda632 and Bobdedbuilder. I hope everyone enjoyed the first race and are excited for the second part in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I believe we're almost ready here. Are you, the denizens of Speed Gaming 2, excited for more Mega Man 2 randomizer action?
I am. I'm sure you are, Bull. All right. Here we go.
Alright, there we go. Our runners have been given the green light, and we're going to be going off here shortly.
Yep.
The exciting movements of the cursor as they are waiting for the countdown.
Mm-hmm.